Introduce us at the most extreme.
Oh. We're on?
Yep.
Oh, we are live here on the Straight Shooting Podcast with Bmoney. And what we got for tonight is we're doing a recap of 2024. But beside me is my co-host, SuperFly, Johnny Lee.
What's up? What's up?
So, what did you think about the year 2024, Johnny?
Well, the year 2024 brought the Nice Game podcast some good fortune because we started out the year bringing in Calamity Jane. And then we had you on shortly after become part of the team. I think it was around April, just a month after her. And then we had our match.
So
I'm telling you.
So the podcast has grew. Oh, hold on.
It sure has. The podcast grew exceptionally well.
Well, we got ourselves on the TV.
Yep, we do.
What was your favorite podcast from this year? You got a favorite?
The Chops.
Oh, yeah, that
was the second generation of Bmoney Straight Shooting episode.
Yeah, dude, them chops were lethal. I don't know, dude.
Lethal?
Man, that was one of the greatest moments in podcast history, Johnny.
Thank you.
That was one of them historic moments. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Historic, like a Montreal screw job or something like that.
Exactly. I knew what I wanted because Sean wasn't going to play ball and take chops from Austin. I was like, well, if he ain't going to, then I'm going to fucking man up and do it.
One, didn't he?
What? Yeah, he took one from Tough Junior, but they want him to do one from Austin, and he got cold feet on it. So I was like, well, if he ain't going to do chops from Austin, then I'm going to fucking do it.
Johnny
so then,
stepped up to
so then when Tough Junior offered to do it, I was like, yeah. But then I saw my opportunity because Sean was always scared of Tuffy's chops. So when they start suggesting Tuffy do it, I was like, well, fuck it, have him do it too. And that's how we got the moment where he chopped the fuck out of my arm right here.
Yeah, it was bad. I never, I meant to ask you for that. If you did you take pictures of it?
Oh, I did.
You took pictures of it after, like the day after?
Yes.
Oh, I got to see this.
It was just thumbprint though.
Oh.
But Tuffy Jr.'s left a handprint. I remember, I think I posted that to y'all. And it was on there good time, but Sean, for some reason, had his stay completely on his chest for weeks.
Oh.
I guess he has sensitive skin. Because I didn't feel a damn thing.
Yeah.
Even after the night before, our last. Hey, Chucky Smooth, what's up, brother?
What's up, Chuck?
Hey, Chuck. You want to, you can come on, slide on in. While the show's still going. You know you're close to here. But yeah, the Chops was the greatest episode ever. Like Sean, I knew that I wanted to see Sean get chopped.
I gotta say though, my favorite guest of 2024, and this is, if anybody else, if I've done a podcast with somebody, I'm sorry, but Stan Sierra.
Yes, the greatest.
Stan Sierra might be my favorite person that we've had in the podcast.
Exactly.
We've had him on this year
three times.
Yeah.
And he enjoyed every time that he was on.
Yeah.
Like he knocked me out inside the hallway.
Yeah, that was pretty
That was during the time before my gimmick got stolen from me too. Because it was a week after that is when I got served these weird ass papers by Andy's lawyer saying that I could no longer be Superfly John Lee or have my last name. And I became John.
You also had a match. How did that feel?
That felt exhilarating.
To
Because
get in the ring?
Yeah, because when you're inside that ring, it's a whole different ball game. You're not just a fan no more. You're having to actually entertain the fans that are around that ring.
Yeah. And
when me and Andy got inside that ring, we didn't know what we were going to do. In fact, we had a game plan, but he's nestled in his man cave. Give me a heads up next time. I'll swing through. True that, Chucky.
True that.
But yeah,
Chuck's got a badass man cave.
Nice.
What I'll say, I've been. It's badass. Another one, Donnie Green's got a good man cave too. Chuck, though, every time I see Chuck post food though,
Man,
every time, Chuck, I just wanna ride over and jump through your window and
exactly.
get some porklins.
Exactly.
You know.
But when we're inside that ring, when you're standing across from each other, it's a whole different ball game because now you got people that's on the outside of that ring watching you.
Yeah.
And that's a nerve-wracking experience because we didn't know if the plunger spot was even going to get over until we actually did it. Because a lot of things that happen, you got to make sure that it makes sense, that the fan's going to catch your attention. And if we had pulled out the plunger spot and done that, would the fans have loved it? That was a nerve-wracking experience, brother.
I said, and I thought it would have been great, put Nutella in the plunger.
Yeah. But Andy was inside Rush.
That's like getting color. Yeah, almost.
Chuck E. Smooth said, roll through anytime, Bmoney.
Hell yeah.
That's right. But watch.
Shout out prayers for the north side. I feel like we lost somebody special. Oscar Smith, my uncle Shorty. Prayers go out to him. He was a very good man. But,
that's right.
To the podcast.
Prayers for him.
So what other podcast was who was the guy that we had on with Nick Himes the one time? Ronnie
Kennedy.
Yes, man.
A.K.A. Anonymous.
Dude, this guy just comes in here. Looks like just your average guy.
Yep.
Average guy comes in here, and I think Himes told me that I'd really like this guy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. So he comes in, and he has a guitar case, and I'm like, I think it was the first time I've ever been in while we've played live music too. And dude, he starts just going fucking balls to the wall in this. I'm like, blown away. I don't understand why he don't have more fame.
Plus, he's got the voice for it. When he was singing, it was like a whole second gear kicked in.
Yeah.
And you could tell that he was feeling the music.
Yeah.
His fingers were playing the guitar like he'd never sat down before. And then you had Nick Himes over here trying to sing as well.
Yeah.
Even Ronnie Kennedy got him into it. He's like, come on, yeah. If I play, you sing something for us. And Nick Himes starts singing, and it's a whole different experience when he sings.
Yeah.
That was a hell of an episode, brother. What about So Serious Black on Bmoney Straight Shooting, episode number 3?
That was a good one too, man. I think we almost got taken down for copyright, but that's all right. That's all right. But it was a great episode. Yeah, some of the different characters and different people we've had in here is just insane.
Exactly, and we've had NWA. Don't forget, last year was the year of the NWA because right after our match, July is when it started. We started having all the NWA guys inside here. We had Dirty Chris Hayes. We had the Patriot. Well, some guy that was supposed to be Patriot, but this guy comes in and he's not even wearing a mask. And I'm like, is that the Patriot or is this guy just claiming that he's the Patriot? And they're just joking. I'm like, is he really the Patriot? Could have been some random guy that they just pulled off the street and said, hey, we're gonna make you pretend to be the Patriot for a night.
Yeah, and I didn't know Dad or nobody ever told me that they was in WCW before. They never told me that.
Exactly.
I thought that was really cool because I was like, I think I asked the question. I was like, who's the stiffest guy you ever worked? And he said Vader, and I was like, what? Vader? What the fuck?
Exactly.
I missed a part of this story.
Exactly, and then you had the other Hayes brother, Scott Hayes, inside here.
I think at some point we're gonna have to do another MWA.
Yes, because we still got Casey Chaos to get on here.
And we still got so much to talk about. Every episode we had, we ran out of time.
Yes.
Time was...
Because, every episode is 2 hours long. And there's a whole lot to go, because we can do another NWA month.
Yeah.
And set it for the same time that we did last year, for July and August.
Yeah.
And just have guys come in and tell more stories about that time.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people still remember the MWA.
I think it's cool when the older guys get together too.
Me
what
too,
I mean?
because they get together and they start telling stories, and it's just a great time to listen to.
Yeah.
And like we had Bobby Green Sr. in here. Something I
That-
didn't expect would happen, but not only did we have him, but we had Tommy Green. And we had the other Greens. And it was a hell of an experience too. Because not only that, you had Lexi Green finally with her family.
Shout out,
together.
shout out to anybody that we booked this year. Shout out to all the fans for watching. You know, y'all are the reason we do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, anybody that came on the podcast this year, every podcast was just hit after hit. I thought.
Oh look, there's Mama Steele.
Joy,
What's up, Joyce?
we gotta get her book too.
Yes, this is gonna be a year where we get Mama Steele inside here, because you know she's gotta have some stories too from all that time watching the youngins wrestle and
We got
stands here and all that.
Nana. We gotta get Al Steele and Mama Steele in the studio.
Yeah, because we've had Al Steele on here before, twice now, but we never had Al Steele and Mama Steele inside the same room at all. But we will soon.
Yeah.
Hell, we should set that up for maybe March or April,
What are you thinking, Nana?
because one of those.
She's retired now, so she's not. She
She said lots
depends.
of them.
we can't do it when General Hospital's on.
Yeah. Oh,
Can't-
wait. When's General Hospital on?
When's General Hospital on?
It'd have to be probably during the mornings, right? Or the afternoons. Because our show takes place at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
As long as those damn greens aren't coming.
Oh.
Oh. Shots fired. She don't want no greens coming to the studio when she's here.
Who's your least favorite green, Nana? 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. We're good.
So we'll remember. 2 o'clock is when General Hospital comes on. You don't have to worry because our show comes on at 8 p.m. But we can also do 7 p.m. if that works better for you.
Man,
but-
I can't fucking read. I can't read that. God.
Bobby Green, that's more steel. That Donnie Green is annoying as hell. Y'all heard that right. Mama still don't like Donnie Green.
But I gotta see. Speaking of the greens, I gotta see Buddy do the snow challenge. Bobby called him out, and I ain't seen him do it yet. But we need to see him do it.
I think Buddy got scared
He might be.
because he saw that. He's like, well, shit, I can't do what Bobby does.
Yeah.
Buddy, if you're not scared, do the challenge. Post it. Try to one-up him. Then again, he probably is scared because I ain't heard enough from Buddy since. Last time we heard anything from Buddy was when he was calling in or he was on the studio. Yeah. But I ain't heard enough from him since Bobby, since that video.
Yeah.
That should tell you something.
You got anything you want to tell them about of what's coming for like 2025?
I mean, with 2025, you gotta know we still got plenty of guests that we're going to be booking for the show. We got guys that we haven't booked yet that we're looking to get into the studio. We got Bmoney Strait shooting, going to have more episodes. Calamity Jane's doing her thing on Tuesdays.
The first
And next
episode.
month, Eric Leviathan's going to start doing a once-a-month show where he talks about music and metal and
Hell yeah.
all that. And
What day is he gonna go on?
his days, right now he's thinking about doing the second Thursday of every month. Because it's going to be a monthly podcast for him.
Nice.
But we're also going to look into getting comedy acts, more wrestlers that ain't been on here yet, musicians that are local, like Mojo Thunder, who I said, because they are looking to come onto your show. But we are looking, because they did say that they want to come onto the show.
Band.
Oh, he said that he was embarrassed because he had a crush on, he wanted to wear your hat.
Oh.
Buddy wanted to wear the
Dang.
hat. That's the only way he could do it.
Mm.
But here's the thing. If Buddy was man enough, he would have done it without a shirt.
Man, tell him go get some Bosley. You ever seen them Bosley
Yep.
commercials? Or nowadays, people are flying to like Turkey to get hair transplants.
Exactly. Hey, Buddy could get those hair transplants.
He looked good, dude.
All he's got to do is get some turkey feathers and have them transplanted to his skull.
Yeah, you gotta watch though, because some of them are scams. Like I seen one person went and had a different surgery, and they woke up and everything was fine, and they went to the doctor in America and they said they stole your kidney.
Oh my God. He got conned, bamboozled, flambloozled.
He said he started feeling weird.
Exactly. But
Which hat did he want?
so he wanted a hat from Bmoney.
Oh,
I bet that's because he sees the mullet.
it's probably the blue one.
He thinks that
Is it the blue one?
probably. He probably thinks that'll give him hair, like for your mullet.
Yeah.
He's probably like, "Give me the hat. I think Bmoney's gonna have some hairs inside the hat, and it's gonna transfix into me, make me a man."
Bobby's got great hair.
Yes, Bobby
Well,
does.
He I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, like when it looks like Fabio.
That's right. And the Fabio books, people can pick them up and read them. They'll be mind blown, like all the women that read them. But this year, I'm thinking that's going to be bigger than last year. Last year was a damn good year because not only did we have a match, but we welcomed 3 new team members because first was Calamity Jane. That was back in February. Then we welcomed you onto the team in April. And then just a few months ago, we welcomed finally Joe Hinton, the father of Killian, onto the show because we needed someone with a perspective for the old school WWF.
Yeah.
Hey, he's asking when you going to train,
So
baby
on a
bear.
real, when are you starting training?
I think you
I
can
gotta
do
get
it.
my license.
Yeah, you gotta get your license first, and then you get the training done. I think you can do it.
I might go do that.
Because-
I might go do that tomorrow. I might go get me a fit.
Yeah, because I think you can do it because you got the build for it. Yeah, I mean you spent years in the collegiate,
Oh yeah.
and that'll translate well into professional wrestling. Because look at Kurt Angle, look at Chad Gable. Both men did collegiate wrestling before they were professional wrestlers, and they took to it just like that. I think you could handle it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kurt Angle, he ain't nothing.
Exactly.
I'd rip his shoulder out.
Exactly, because
Kurt Angle, no.
that could be your finisher.
Bam.
Breaking someone's shoulder out of place. Because you had done it before in collegiate wrestling. That was your signature move.
Yeah. Yeah. Tight waist chicken wing and the banana split.
Exactly.
It's hard to explain, but you stretch somebody's crotch out.
Exactly. And they can't do nothing about it once they get stretched out.
There's footage. Yeah, there's footage.
Yeah, it should be on here somewhere. But I think that,
Oh, dude, that's a really. Oh.
hey, we already know that Tuffy Jr. is starting to train.
Yeah,
because-
Tuffy Jr. Oh, stop firing on him, Bear. I'm gonna get pissed. What do you mean?
Stop firing him. Barry's going to get pissed.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Stop
what do you
firing?
mean? But you know,
Stop. Oh, are you saying start firing on him? Bear is gonna get start firing on Dad.
but you know, I think Braxton's already started because he's got gear ready.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the next Tuffy. I told Tuffy when we were at the show, I said, Tuffy, you're gonna have to watch out because Tuffy Jr. just might attack you just like Austin Diamond did Scott. And that could have happened because Scott Diamond thought that he was safe just because it was his son. Well, you know what they say inside wrestling? You can't trust your family because eventually they might turn on you.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Man, what is it? Dad, he's the bear. Ray the
Yep.
bear still. He's in hibernation mode.
Exactly.
He's probably asleep with his hand like that. He's got his little binky with him. He's just sleeping like an infant.
Exactly.
He's saying you're flirting with me.
How is that flirt? That makes no sense. Absolutely none.
Oh, shit.
And it refreshed.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens with chat.
Oh, shit.
But, you see.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. We had some technical difficulties.
Yep, but Tuffy Jr. is starting to come back. Is starting to get his training. I think that if he does come to wrestling, you, Tuffy Jr., and Austin are eventually going to have to wrestle each other.
Yeah.
Who do you think would win that? You? I think you could pull Tuffy Jr.'s arm out of socket.
No.
I mean, yeah, they're big ass trunks, but you could do it.
Bro. We're talking about 4 time. We're talking about 4 time.
Exactly.
4 time. Collegiate. It's man, Tuffy Jr., that's my guy though.
Yep.
I tag Tuffy Jr. I don't know Austin Diamond enough yet, and I don't know, sometimes he does some shady stuff like what he just did with his dad. So I don't know if I trust him, but if I got to know him, who knows? I mean, we sit down there and we had a good podcast that time. Yeah. Yeah, I felt like all 3 of us, we didn't know each other that much, but we still had great chemistry talking. So.
Exactly. But here's the thing. If you were in Austin Diamond's position and you saw your chance, would you attack your dad?
Because I have the build. He said you was flirting with me because I have the build.
No.
Man,
every wrestler needs the build.
I mean, I look like The Rock, bro.
Exactly. And if you were in Austin Diamond's position, and your dad was trying to hog your spotlight. Exactly.
Boom. I throw him through a flaming table. I fucking tacks, barbed wire. Yeah,
exactly. And now you understand where Austin Diamonds come from, because Scott, for many years, was hogging the spotlight. Wouldn't give little Austin the chance on the mic. So, of course, when Austin wins the Battle Royal and then Scott tries to interject himself to take the spotlight, what was he expecting to happen?
Yeah.
Because now Scott was on his way out. Austin's on the way in.
Yeah.
Because now he can wrestle in Kentucky. I knew what was coming.
What if we get? You think we'll get Austin versus Scott Diamond?
I mean, it could have happened, but Scott Diamond did retire last year. But he is having one more match at Doomsday Pro Wrestling against Simply Rick. And that's the simple truth. And I think that Austin and him are done. They're no longer on good terms after that.
What do you think's next for Scott then?
I think Scott's on his way out of the business. Like he said, that's his last birthday bash.
Man, everybody says it's there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even HBK. HBK retired, and what happened?
Yeah.
He came back 2019.
Yeah, he had a legit retirement and then came back.
Yep, 19 years later. Imagine that. He stayed retired for 9 years. And on the 9th year, he decided, I'm going to go to Saudi Arabia and wrestle a tag team match. And it ended up being the worst match ever because of the heat. The heat is what messed them up.
Well, they probably offered him an ungodly amount of money. You know what I mean? Like, they probably, just something you couldn't refuse.
And also, the kids were grown up.
And also, I bet Sean feels that he retired too early because of how long Triple H went.
Yeah,
I think that could be a reason.
Yeah, but if you think about it, he said that he's retiring because he wanted to see his kids grow up. I think now was the time when he thought, okay, they offered me this much money.
His kids are older, right?
Yep, they are now. But I think that because the money was right and the timing was right, he's like, I can do this again.
Yeah.
Just give me time. I'll get in there. But because it was so hot there, because think about it, Saudi Arabia is not the best place to be. And he was coming back out of retirement, making his first match there in the most hottest place ever. And they were trying their best to make it work. But
look, those look just like the pants Undertaker wears.
Yes, the snakeskin pants. Except they're
I don't
more
know.
cloth looking.
The
Wait a minute. Is Tess wearing the snakeskin pants? I mean, Albert?
no.
Oh, it looked like it.
No, he's wearing like brown pants. We're watching the
2002 Royal Rumble.
2002 Royal Rumble.
We got Godfather up in this bitch with his dreadlocks. Don't forget he went by Goodfather as well.
Yeah.
And Goodfather he did not like at all. He hated that gimmick so bad. He literally was pissed off that they wanted him to be Goodfather. Because all it was a jab at the FCC. RTC was basically FCC. Because they WWF, they were petty.
And they dumped him.
Exactly. Oh, no. Oh, he ain't got his boyfriend Billy with him. The funny thing is that this whole gimmick only came about because somebody had to be high. Yeah. The gimmick was
or
basically
it was a punishment. It feels like a punishment.
Yeah, because then after the punishment, Ward ran his course.
He got fucked over too.
Yeah, Perry Saturn, he did. Actually,
he's a dickhead.
He made Moppy the most #1 over gimmick ever. He made a damn mop, something that could not talk. The most over thing that ever happened in WWF at the time.
That's fair.
Because that's how you gotta do it. If you're a wrestler and you're given a gimmick that you think is stupid, you still gotta put your one hand in. And he made it work.
Made it work.
Because there's something special about it.
Yeah.
And then Moppy got chipped to the wood chipper. Mm-hmm. And that was the most saddest moment that we ever faced in the WWF. A damn mop being killed. All because someone was jealous over it. And then we lost him. Also, don't forget, he also whooped Mike Bell's ass, for real.
He said Al Snow.
Yeah, Al Snow was. Big. I believe that. Al Snow was Scott Perry stories. And now Perry Saturn's getting choked out inside the corner. The saddest thing is that he also got punished because of what he did to Mike Bell. That's what caused the Moppy gimmick. Because he beat up Mike Bell for real. Because Mike Bell dropped onto his head by accident. And when he got dropped on his head, he started shooting on Mike Bell. Well, he was literally just slamming this man's head into the mat, slamming it into the outside post. And Terry was trying to calm him down. And finally, when she did, then he started working again. But it was too late. That's when they saddled him with the Moppy gimmick. And Perry went on to make that gimmick work because fans will latch on to someone that makes the gimmick works 100 times over. I mean, even fans were cheering for Billy and Chuck, even though their gimmick is punishment.
Yeah.
Because they... Who's calling me?
Oh, are we getting a call in?
I don't know who that is. It's from California. If they're going to call, they got to tell us.
Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, that's the golden one. He stole my sequin idea, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Because I got a sequin gold shirt, and he's over here wearing a sequin gold vest.
And he's bald.
Yeah.
He even stole that.
He stole that 100 years before me.
Who's all watching
What
tonight?
a cheat.
A
lot of people. A lot of people is checking. Plus, you can see down here, most people are tuning in tonight.
Oh, it says.
Oh, they're gone. Christian's
who
been
got-
eliminated. See, the father's being eliminated now. Oh, that was the worst Stone Cold Stunner I've seen. He kicked him inside the gut, and Perry didn't know what the fuck to do. Perry's like, why are you trying to diamond cut me? And then Austin probably told him, you dumb son of a bitch, go down onto your knees. See, last year was a spectacular year because we had tons of guests.
Yeah.
And July and August was the best months because we finally got to have the NWA guys. Dirty Chris Hayes was someone that we only heard about. And then we had him in here, sit right there at that very chair. That was a hell of a moment.
Yeah, it was a great, yeah. August and July are probably the best months, like you said.
And then the wrestling match that we had, me and Andy, that was a great time because we had the best build out of all of it. Because if you're going to have a match, you got to have a build. You got to make it mean something. And none of the people that were booked for that show, from what we saw, had a good build like ours. Like we went the whole mile. We had Stanzier punch me. We had my gimmick get taken and me just be John, suggested by Donnie Green. Then we had you super kick me by betraying me because Andy the Dastardly Heel goes and he gives you money and a necklace and talks it up.
That chain was nice. I don't know whatever happened to it, but
exactly.
Nice.
And then you had me, poor John, sleeping inside a dumpster. You had me outside. You guys give me $1 and me saying Sean. And then you had the yard brawl, the brawl from hell.
Dude, that video
was the best piece of entertainment right there because we made sure that the brawl meant something because you don't want me to get the offense because if I get the offense, then there's no reason for me to come back during the match.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was all about him stopping me from doing anything. And it was a hell of a thing because we were fighting inside the puddle. We were fighting inside the rain. We were dirty as hell, wet. We were everything else. We weren't afraid of no rain. We were making sure that this was going to fit. And then that's when the match happened. The match was all about me getting my gimmick back. Andy was the heel, Dashley, talking a lot of shit, elbowing me, forearming me. He didn't see the...
How long did y'all build that for?
We built it for at least 4 months. Because...
Well, I remember at one point, like, y'all, like, jokingly said y'all was going to have a match or something. And then out of fucking nowhere, it just gets booked. Or y'all was talking to Terry England or something and said it. And, I didn't know if it was going to... And then it just gets booked. Like, I thought it was going to happen a little bit later on down the line. But, and then it got booked. And I was like, holy shit.
It happened, I think, around March or February. Because that's when Andy told me, Terry to book us for a match. At first, he was joking. He was laughing. Then, a week later, he's like, no, you've actually been booked in Salina, Tennessee. So then we start getting serious. When Donnie Green suggests that we have my gimmick, which is SuperFly John Lee taken from me, that we have this whole thing built up around me being poor. We even had a moment where I was cleaning the bathroom toilets inside their studio's hall with a toothbrush which I brought from home.
Was it yours?
Yes.
Did you have to use it again?
Nope. It was a throwaway one. I used an old toothbrush. I used that.
Another toilet scrubbing toothbrush.
Exactly. Yeah. And the whole thing was to build up because SuperFly John Lee is the podcast god, right?
He said, I don't know if he's talking about me or you. He said, tell me about your gimmick.
Probably about me. Oh. But SuperFly John Lee is supposed to be the podcast god. He's supposed to be this great guy that everyone gravitates to. Well, Andy's idea was he's going to bring in his friend. His friend was inside the other studio. And he's going to be called Sterling Funwell. And he's going to serve me papers. And the papers were going to say that Andy now owns SuperFly Johnny Lee, which means that I no longer could say that I was Johnny, which meant that I was just John. And over the course of events, you would go from me scrubbing the toilets with the toothbrush.
Man, that was the only thing. During the build-up, it was so hard not to call you Johnny Lee.
Yes.
So hard. I broke so many times. It was fucked up.
Exactly. But it happens. But that was the whole point of it.
That was a great podcast. I almost forgot about that one where you were shooting on each other.
Yeah, because you were healing and I'm just John being forced to sit there because you made me have to stand and sit there with you as your co-host. And you're shooting on me, I'm shooting on you, and then you're shooting on the people that's talking shit inside the comments.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bobby Green tried to call us boring.
What he said?
Boring.
Man, fuck Bobby Green. Fucking, come on, fucking.
Exactly, because this man could tear your shoulder out of place.
Yeah, I'll fuck you up. I get Buddy on you, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But I thought Buddy is scared of Bobby.
No, Bobby's scared of Buddy. That's how it is. We all know Bobby's scared of Buddy. If I call Donnie Green, I'm calling Donnie Green right now.
Exactly. But last year was a great show, because a great year, because we had so many great guests.
His name is not actually Donnie Green. My bad. There we go.
That's true. His name is Donnie Green. He's honest too, B.
I'll text him first. He's a busy man.
He is, and he's honest. Anything he says is all true.
I don't know. No,
he's an honest man.
No, there's nothing honest about the Green name.
That's true.
Let's be honest.
I mean, Mama still don't like him.
See, yeah.
And if Mama still don't like him, that means something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if Mama still don't like you, really gotta be, yeah.
Exactly. And last year was definitely full of great guests, because we had Oppenheimer, we had Omega, we had John Gilbert, we had Nick Depp. We had so many great names on this podcast, including Jacob Ratliff, Jimmy Walls, Rated X himself.
Rated X.
After so many years of saying that he wouldn't come on to a podcast, he came on to ours. And then we had Brandon T. Wilson.
How many podcasts did we do? We did 3 with him, right?
Yep. And then we had Brandon T. Wilson on for 1, but he said that he may come back onto our show, which is a huge compliment, because he barely does any podcasts.
Yeah, that's what he said when he was here last time. Yeah.
Exactly. And he was definitely one of the guys that we consider great in promotion.
Yeah, very, very professional guy, too. And their product is a very professional product, too, as well.
Exactly, because
just go
they
to
get it.
Just go to their YouTube. They got it all set up. They got the stage. When they come out, it's got their names on the screen. It's pretty cool. They do a lot of work.
Exactly. That's the whole point, though, because you think about it, they get what professionalism is. There's not a lot of people that try to be professional anymore. I've seen some shows that don't even try to present themselves as such.
Yeah.
And there's even wrestlers that don't even try to be professional. I'm like, the whole thing is inside the name. Professional wrestling. Why ain't y'all trying to be professional? I guess they don't care no more. Like, that's the whole thing. Wrestling is supposed to be professional. What about Penta when he debuted?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Ray Phoenix, when he finally comes, that's going to be a hell of a moment. Because we're going to have both Lucha Bros in WWE.
Golly. Triple H was fucking juiced.
Yep. And this is the Royal Rumble where he wins the Rumble. Because he went on to face Chris Jericho.
Then he came back a couple years later and he was kind of fat. And it was like,
yeah. That's what happens when you don't do the juice for so long. And look at that. Him and Austin going right at, double clothesline spot.
What number are we at?
We're about to do a choke slam. I remember this moment, the double choke slam moment, where they just look at his ass like, the fuck you trying to do? Look at him, he's calling them both up. Look at him, he's got the arm drawn out. He's got the other arm ready. He's about to choke slam 2 big men. They're both 6 foot something, too. He's at least 5'10". Watch this. He got his hand around Triple H's throat. And now he grabs Stone Cold's throat. And now they both stand up. And he's looking at him like, huh? I'm supposed to be a superhero. Look at Austin. Austin like,
he said, who is that guy?
They're both gone.
Damn, get the fuck out of here.
And that guy.
Damn, right back on him.
That guy's another guy that guy proves that no matter what gimmick that you're given, if you can make it happen, it's going to happen. Yeah. The fans will gravitate to it. The fans love the Hurricane. That's like the plunger spot that we did. Yeah. We didn't think the fans would like it. Then when we pulled that plunger out,
I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good spot.
Oh, it was. Cause I heard someone say, "Oh, of course the plunger."
And it was part of the story. It was a callback to the story, so it was.
Exactly.
I thought it was a perfect spot for the match.
Exactly.
Would have been more perfect with Nutella.
Yeah, but it was on such a short notice of getting the plunger though, so it was hard to find Nutella. Like we really were trying to find it. but that was not there inside the store. But we found a good plunger. We used it. The fans exploded. And then I hit him with that podcast elbow after the clothesline inside corner. My favorite spot is me hitting the running knees, which I will never see because they didn't let Parliament Cam film from a good direction where you can see the actual double knees.
Oh, yeah.
I can only see me hitting them with Andy's back to the camera. So I can never know if I hit them good. But that was a great moment because Andy didn't expect me to start laying into him. Like, I thought to myself, fuck it. Because Andy inside the middle ring is like, I don't know what else to do, Johnny. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just lay into this motherfucker. So I start hitting him for real. Because you got to do what you got to do to make it look good.
Yeah, you got to make it look real.
Exactly, because he was saying,
and
I don't know what to do.
make it look real is to make it real.
Yeah. So I was hitting him. I throw a kick at the stomach. Then I get him to the corner. I Irish whip him into the other corner. Run up, clothesline him, elbow drop, 1, 2, 3. Because that's how I improvised the ending. Because originally the ending was supposed to be a big splash. But it was also supposed to be a people's elbow. But then we had Terry wanting to do the big splash. So the big splash came earlier. And then we hit the elbow drop. It was an awesome moment because the fans actually enjoyed every bit of it. We thought that we were going to shit the bed.
I seen something that Sean put on here. Sean, if you're watching, which you're probably not, but get your Sean. I seen him say Rock over Austin.
Rock over Austin?
I seen it in the comment section. He put Rock over Stone Cold.
Hell no,
Can
because
you believe that?
I can't. Because Stone Cold Steve Austin came.
We're going to have to take him to podcast court.
Yeah, because how can you put The Rock over Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Mr. Perfect.
Another great man that never was world champion.
Yeah, great.
And look at him. He's catching things perfectly. But we lost him in 2003.
I always loved his finisher.
Yeah. The perfect flex.
Yeah.
A.k.a. a fisherman.
He hits it so clean. It's so clean.
Yep. He also did it on Big Show.
Yeah.
I guess it's a sad moment when we lost him because we lost him a year after this. 2003.
What do you think about Raw going to Netflix? Man, what I've seen so far, it's so much better.
Oh, it is. We got drone shots. We got presentation that's superior. We got talent getting the much needed attention.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we got Penta after years, and they allowed him to speak Spanish.
See, but here's what I didn't like was that I don't know, he should have came in on the Rumble. I don't think he should have debuted on Raw like that. Great match, by the way. They could have had that that would be a great WrestleMania IC title match.
That's true. But if you think about it, they were already hinting that he was debuting this week.
Yeah.
Because the week before, when they showed the logo, it had Penta. Yeah. And people.
It's like, why give it away though? They could have thrown him in the Rumble.
Oh, you know why? Did you see that they have replica masks?
Yeah.
That sold like hotcakes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also because they were inside a perfect place too. Because did you hear that crowd? He had a bunch of Hispanic fans. His family, everyone was there to see Penta. They all knew who Penta Jr. was.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not. I keep seeing it, but I haven't seen a lot about it. But Ray Phoenix went to Jack Perry's house and attacked him or something.
That's a made-up story because I ain't really seen it.
I keep seeing it.
I keep seeing it, but
it doesn't sound. It don't sound right. You know
also,
what I mean?
because Fightful Select, they ain't got it on theirs, and they're using that as they're using the Fightful as a source.
That's trespassing and assault.
Yeah.
Get locked up.
Plus, Tony
Khan
be scared.
He did that to get out of his AEW. There's a lot different things you can do to get out of a fucking contract.
Exactly.
Go to somebody's house and assault them.
Go to Tony Khan's house and assault him. He'll show up the next week and be like, I feel for my fucking life, so I fired him. I mean, CM Punk didn't have to do that. CM Punk just lunched at him for a moment and said, this company sucks. I quit. You're a fucking joke. And then the next week, Tony Khan's like, I did not fear for my life as much as I did that night that Phil Brooks lunged at me. I fired him. It's done. It's up. But guess what? He's the new Vince McMahon. You want to know how? Yeah. The contract stuff. Yeah. Because he holds back on the contracts. He adds time to it. Yeah. He stops them from leaving. Yeah. He makes sure that they are always with AEW. But he never uses them. He refuses to use them. Yeah. Ricky Starks is a prime example. Ricky Starks, friend of Cody Rhodes.
He was hot, too. Like, it wasn't... Man, I don't know.
And also, they took away Big Bill.
What's on... So, honestly, sit here and think, 10 years in 2035, will AEW even be a company?
That's a... Whew. I think that there'll be a company as long
because eventually... They're not going to run out of money, but they're not going to be on TV. Like, they're going to be, you know what I mean? Like, eventually, like, it's going to be, like, just dissolve, kind of, I think.
Exactly. I feel like there'll only be a company as long as Tony Khan does get bored with them.
Well, the TV company will be like, well, this is awful.
That's true, too.
If you're losing money, then no. Yeah.
And also think about it. Cody Rhodes was the prime reason why.
How much longer can they lose money?
Exactly. And if you think about it, Cody Rhodes was the prime reason why they were doing so good.
So good.
From 2019 till 2022.
So good. It was better than WWE's product at the time.
But then 2022 comes around. Cody Rhodes leaves. Yeah. Then there's talks of him going to WWE. I think that AEW dropped the ball when they let Cody Rhodes rock. Yeah. Because Tony Khan could have offered him more money, but guess what?
Well, here's my thing. I think something happened and we don't know.
Yeah, because in the NDAs.
And because in Cody's documentary, that's exactly what he says. Is like, I can't say.
Oh, but they threw Cody Rhodes underneath the bus.
Yeah.
Last year, and Cody Rhodes mentioned this. He's like, I don't know why they do that because I've never thrown them underneath the bus. If they keep on doing that. Cody Rhodes eventually going to say, you know what? Fuck the NDA. I'm going to explain exactly why I left AEW.
You kind of can't say fuck the NDA or you get a lot, or like
that's
you
true.
have to pay a bunch of money.
But also,
I think they only last for like a certain amount of years or something. I don't know, but I don't know if it was big enough to where like an NDA was signed or anything like that. But I think there was definitely like an argument or something.
Yeah.
Something between that made him leave. You know what I mean?
They took the power away from the wrestlers. The wrestlers at one point was being the creative. And then before 2022.
Another thing I don't understand is I thought AEW bought TNA. Did they not? Or
they
no,
did. They bought Ring of Honor.
They bought Ring of Honor. That's what it was. Okay. Because for the longest, I was like,
they had a deal with TNA though.
Yeah.
But guess what? It was one-sided because they didn't do nothing to put TNA over.
Yeah, no.
What they did was they put TNA's title onto Kenny Omega for his belt collector gimmick, and for a whole 6 or 7 months, he did nothing but put himself over, but not TNA. And then for him to lose TNA title, it had to be an AEW guy. Who? Christian Cage. Why? Because Christian Cage was a TNA guy before. But here's the thing: it did not elevate anyone from TNA's actual company.
Yeah.
And that's why they're thriving more in WWE and NXT. I mean, think about it. NXT and TNA recently have been having a great year. Well, today, we just found out, breaking news. WWE and TNA have entered a partnership agreement that's going to see. Yeah, it's going to be a damn good decision because let me tell you, I think we're inside the hot spot for wrestling right now. Yeah. We're back to the golden age.
Yeah, because
Triple H gets it.
I think we definitely got some good years ahead of us.
Exactly,
especially
because
Triple H and Shawn Michaels and
the worst years though was when we had Vince McMahon.
That was rough.
And now we got Tony Khan. My God, he's the reason why Ricky Starks has to sit out. He's the reason why Aleister Black ain't doing nothing. And Miro asked for his release, and guess what? He didn't give it. Because, you know why? Because Tony Khan's just like Vince McMahon. Without the sex and the drugs and all that crazy shit. Yeah. Well, actually, scratch that. He does do my drugs. He gets my stash. He does do a line of the old Superfly Coke. But that's about it. But
that's how you start your morning, right? No
yep.
Cup of Joe? No.
That's right. I get my cocaine, I get it all up inside there, and woo, it gets me going. But Tony Khan's ruining everything. Tony Starks was Tony Starks was on fucking fire at the beginning of 2023.
Oh yeah, he was the
in
man.
2024.
He was their guy for a little bit.
And then he cuts a promo with
Because that's
Adam
when
Copeland.
was MJF out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
MJF was out.
And Ricky Starks cuts a promo with Adam Copeland. I really do believe that Adam Copeland buried him. Because after the Bug Eye comic, he started doing things like a shoot. Like he was acting like Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Calling Ricky Starks a B-plus player and a vanilla midget. And I'm thinking, aren't you supposed to be the baby face inside this fucking scenario?
Vanilla midget. That was the stupidest thing I ever
Yep.
heard.
And then after that, when they saw him where Cody Rhodes was when Cody Rhodes won the WWE Championship, they had him lose the tag team titles. Then you never saw him again on TV.
Yeah.
And then Chris Jericho, the fun sponge, the fucking charisma stealing asshole that he is. They put Big Bill with him.
Yeah.
And it's the same story over and over and over again. Here's the problem with AEW. They've done the same story for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
They've had nothing but takeovers and bullshit. What has John Moxley done since he took over AEW? Nothing. Because it's the same old story.
When he debuted, it was fucking dope.
That was dope. But then guess what? That's when you saw the complacency because his matches are basically the same.
And I always liked John Moxley or Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose was his best gimmick because you know why? He had someone to tell him when his ideas fucking sucked.
I always thought it went, to me personally, this might be a hot take, I don't know, but it went Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. That's the ranking of the Shield.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But, you know, when he became John Moxley, he went back to the old, I'm a deathmatch guy. Let me bleed all the time. And it lost its... It just lost everything. He's no longer a guy that can wrestle. He's just a guy that comes in, phones it in, bleeds, does all this stupid shit with Death Riders. It means nothing.
Man, I don't like Nick Gage. He has like 3 spots. Everybody, it's stupid.
It is because all he does too is bleed.
Yeah.
And the pizza cutter thing.
Dude, he has like 2 spots. I watched like 2 of his matches and they were the exact same. He does the same exact thing in every match.
And that's why he didn't last long on AEW.
Hey, my girlfriend's watching.
Heck yeah. But you know, that's why he didn't last because Nick Gage comes in, he works part with Chris Jericho, aka Fun Sponge. Chris Jericho, he's not exactly Chris Jericho that we knew before. He's gotten complacent. He hasn't been himself.
Yeah.
He stayed the exact same Chris Jericho that we've seen. And it's worse, so much worse. Yeah. It's not the Jericho that we knew.
He gets more leathery every day, too.
She said, Bmoney, we can't hear you.
Can't hear me? Oh. Hold on, I got to scoot closer.
That microphone usually picks up the good.
I like to lean back a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like Stan's here.
Yeah. See? Stan, he gets it. He gets it. Stan, that's the man.
And plus, these are lazy boys. Lazy boys are for sitting back.
We do it bougie out here in the podcast world.
That's right. But, you know, my biggest thing with AEW is that I loved it from 2019 until 2022. It's ironic that Punk shows up September 2021, and then by mid-2022, you realize the Elite never really wanted him. After they were talking all that shit about, we'd be so happy to welcome CM Punk in. The whole time, they didn't want Punk in. Tony Khan brings him in, and then the problems start. The cracks start showing because, Adam Page comes out there, he's like, I'm here to save ABW from you. You a dirty-ass bitch. I'm here to save my company from you. And you can see from Punk's expression that Punk's like, this ain't what we fucking rehearsed to do back here. What the fuck are you talking about, Hangman? And you can see where the problem started. Right there. You should have known. When 2020 began, it was all downhill.
I got a question for you, Johnny. Do you think that 2025 is going to be as good, if not better, of a year than 2024 was?
I think 2025 is going to be a damn good year because WWE is picking up steam.
No, I'm talking about for the podcast.
Oh, for the podcast? I damn sure think so.
You think it's going to top last year? It's going to be hard.
It's going to be a hard top, but I think we can make it work.
I think we could do it.
I think all we need to do is keep our momentum going.
Yeah.
And if we do get booked for a match in Salina, Tennessee again, we'll think of stuff.
Who knows? Bmoney.
You might actually get to wrestle.
I might. Oh, you don't need a license down there.
Exactly. Plus, Tuffy Jr. might be your
Might be
partner.
my tag partner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you and Austin might end up eventually have to fight.
Might. Yeah. Oh, I thought she was gonna say tagging.
I
yeah,
ain't
you're
got
right.
Tag. That would have been good too.
Listen, oh, it keeps looking like it.
Hey, it's all right.
Every time I look over, I feel like it refreshes. I don't know why.
Yeah, it likes to refresh a lot
weird.
better.
What was we talking about? Austin Dine. Oh yeah, Austin Dine. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. So I don't know if I can trust him. I don't know if I'd join the cartel, especially not now without Scott there. Man, Scott seemed like a great guy.
Exactly. But then you think about it in wrestling. You never can count on anyone because think about it. What's Stone Cold Steve Austin's motto? DTA, don't trust anyone.
Don't trust you can't trust anybody in that
exactly.
locker room.
He couldn't even trust his own son.
You're all fighting for the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And his son not only clotheslined him, but picks him up and pile drives him down onto a chair.
Onto a chair, man.
And Frank the Tank, who was always
how old is Scott Diamond, by the way?
He is 60.
60 years old and pile driving him.
Yep. And also he had Frank the Tank, a.k.a. the Dime Cartel's most loyal enforcer.
Yeah.
Take a fucking cane to his head.
It was a cane? It looked like a golf club for a second.
No, it was the cane that Scott Diamond used.
I was kind of confused.
I mean, look up there. It was like one of those.
Yeah.
That's what he used on Scott Diamond that night. Scott was bleeding like a stuck pig. I tell you what.
Oh, man, right here.
Here it goes. Perfect flex.
Kurt Angle and Mr. Perfect.
You know, Brock Lesnar once fought with Kurt Angle on a plane.
Yeah.
They almost killed them all.
Almost killed them all.
Also,
that was a great episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
Yes, it was.
Great episode.
Don't forget that Undertaker once choked out Kurt Angle while they were on a plane because he was sleeping and him and Vince were rolling around fighting. And when Undertaker woke up, he thought for sure that there was a shoot going on. So he grabbed Kurt Angle from behind and put him side to side, rear naked, choking. Kurt Angle had to explain to him, Taker. And Taker let go, and Taker said, yeah, as long as it was just playing around. And imagine that, a 6'10" guy.
I like the story that Kurt Angle tells about Vince. He says Vince calls him into his office one day. This was when he was on drugs real bad. And he's like, Vince like takes his shirt off and is like, you want to fucking fight? Let's fucking fight. And then so Kurt Angle got high or something and sent Vince like a bunch of voice messages or text messages. And they were like, look, I want to fucking beat you up. I'm going to kill you. Fuck you. Like stupid, like just kept sending them. Didn't know he sent them to him. So he was like, didn't know like if he was really going to have to. I don't think they ended up fighting, but yeah. Vince challenged Kurt Angle to a fight.
If there's one thing that I can say about this man that doesn't involve his shitty behavior.
That motherfucker's got balls.
Yes, he does, because he once was talking about fighting Frank Shamrock.
Who was it? Fucking Gronkowski. He's a bitch. Gronkowski's a bitch. He was supposed to do a spot in the 2020 WrestleMania, and he wasn't even jumping that high. How far? Maybe 20 feet, and he was going to land on a crash pad. Even Vince McMahon done it himself, and Gronkowski still wouldn't do it.
Exactly. Because Gronkowski is the biggest pussy there. Because Vince, I will say that Vince had balls of steel because he think about it.
I think he did Sean Zipline.
He also did Owen Hart zip line.
Yeah.
Before Owen Hart. And he like Vince Man said, he wouldn't put his wrestlers up to do something that he wouldn't do himself. Gronkowski showed what a pussy was that night.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that high up. Vince did it, jumps up, look like he just sold the world. But you know what? That's before we all found out the truth about Vince Man. What a shitty person.
Yeah.
Because, he had a genius intellect for wrestling. He wasn't the best guy alive.
Man, can we talk about how good Triple H was from about 99 to, like 04, 05-ish?
Yep. Because 1999 is when he finally won his first WWF championship.
He owned that big gold belt.
And look, he's got gold onto
Now,
the
he
back
did
of
have
him.
some prime years with DX, too, I will say. But I don't think his Hunter Hearst Helmsley is his best work.
It wasn't because he was still doing his gimmick that he was in WCW.
See, I never really cared for that character, the Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Never liked it.
And then that character evolved into the character that we knew, Triple H.
I think I don't know. It's hard to beat Austin, but one of the most badass characters in the wrestling universe.
Exactly.
The game.
Exactly. Because the game was the best one to have. Because Triple H, he got it.
Let's see.
Triple H was the man. Also, people try to denounce him. What people don't understand is that Triple H wasn't WWE champion before he married her.
I wonder what Cornette says about Penta's debut.
Oh, he was ecstatic about it.
Oh, he liked it?
Yep.
No way.
He actually liked it. He praised it. Actually, let's listen to what he has to say.
Brian, would you like to talk about the big debut?
Listen to that excitement.
Yeah, this is the big story everyone was talking about with Raw.
Folks, this is Jim Cornette that we're listening to.
It was all
Jimbo the man.
Adam Pearce, whoever. Get the best luchador that you can find, the greatest luchador in the world, and put him against me. I'm going to fight him.
Oh, man. He's got him coming out of the outhouse.
Ring and he's getting the Kurt Angle, you chant.
I can already tell he's about to turn to him. Oh, my God.
For reasons, because, it's very reminiscent. And then comes the big reveal that they even said was an open secret, like anybody would know this was happening. But the blackout, and then
he also walked out like a cunt.
And then the Zero Mito.
I'm going to tell you this, Bmoney. Nobody does a cunt walk like Penta. When he comes out and he's doing that cunty walk,
I'm gonna call him Penta
that man is on his,
Shinsuke's pretty cool.
Yeah, he does too. His is samurai though now.
Calling Chad Gable Brett Gable.
Brett Gable.
Bret Hart. Because I know, and no, I'm not saying he's bad as Tom McGee.
Yes, right.
But everybody's talking about this great debut, and we can talk about this in a second.
It is a great debut.
Chad Gable is the one that made this debut great.
He did.
I'm sorry.
That's
Can
true.
you explain that for the listeners who don't understand the reference, the Tom McGee Bret Hart match, what it means?
Well, and we've talked about it before.
Well, I kind of figured that they'd say that.
Yeah.
Because it's true. Chad Gable was part of the reason why that match was great. Because you got to have the great wrestler to debut with.
Yeah.
And he gave Penta one hell of a chance to make himself look good.
Major fumble. Oh, here we go. We got the match.
Look at that. Look at that man with that face. Look at how angry he is. That scowl.
Also, let's talk about how great Kurt Angle was. Man, Kurt Angle's top 10. Fuck off. Kurt Angle's top 10.
That's right. And look at that. Look at that entrance right there. That's a fire entrance that Penta's got going on. And people were dissing on his new theme song. And I'm thinking, what the fuck y'all mad about? That was heavy metal. And it fit so well with the aesthetic that he was going for. I mean, look, he even had a mask over his mask.
Did he just have like a? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep, he had a mask over it. Oh, look at that! Look, that cunty rock. Now he takes it off and he does a cunty walk again.
The Diddy walk.
Yeah, Diddy got fucked. Diddy's an asshole. Diddy and Vince Man. Imagine what would happen to both of them when they're in prison together.
Look at it. Wait, who did we just say?
Vince Man and Diddy.
Diddy, Vince McMahon. Imagine this podcast. Vince, Diddy, Andy, and R. Kelly.
Oh my God. That would have been, oh shit. That would have been wild.
A lot of baby oil.
Yeah. A bunch of baby oil. Like 1,000 gallons of baby oil.
Dude, how did he, man, I don't even want to know. Dude, the picture where all the baby oil was just lined up, man.
Yes.
Brother. Freak off. That's the best part, is what he called the parties. Freak off.
Exactly. Freak off. Also, if you look at his Diddy dance, tell me there ain't no gay man getting fucked. It's so on the nose that it makes me sick, because it says that he's openly mocking us because he's doing these things, and we didn't know because he's making it into a humor dance.
He hit it for 30 years, or almost
1,000 gallons of baby oil laced with drugs.
How do you?
Who does that?
What do you need? Where do you go to fuck? And they were the big. Oh shit! They were the big bottles too.
Yeah,
Big fucking bottles.
And Kanye West. Kanye West is scared to come back here. Why
Right.
is that, Kanye? He
Yeah.
says because of Diddy thing, which means he might be in on this shit.
Do you think he's part of it, or do you think he's like, I don't know, or he wasn't, or Diddy could come for him? You think Kanye's got some dirt on Diddy? I think so.
I think so as well. There's a lot of celebs though that fled when Diddy got taken to court.
Ashton Kutcher and Mia.
Yeah.
I can't say her. I don't know how to say her last name. Fucking she.
Mia Khalifa.
No.
Oh, Mia Goth.
No, from that '70s show.
Oh,
Jackie from that
Mila
70s.
Kunis.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, her and Ashton Kutcher were married, and they just split up after, because apparently she seen a Diddy tape,
Oh shit.
and her and Ashton Kutcher split up. That's pretty insane.
Diddy.
They don't say that in the documentary, but yeah, it was weird though. Ashton Kutcher and Diddy were close because in the documentary it showed Ashton Kutcher and Diddy. And there's a lot of stuff like they're of course friends, which is weird because Ashton Kutcher like fights or is like has a whole organization about like trying to stop sex trafficking in Hollywood.
That's so fucking weird.
So weird.
It's kind of like he was mocking us.
Yeah, was he?
Because he's doing all this sick shit, and he was using mockery to make us think, oh, he's a good guy. In reality, he was the devil in disguise,
Yeah.
and he was doing these things that were so bad.
Yeah.
Now, all these celebs that were on his side, they fled because they know that the police will have lots of dirt on them.
I ain't heard nothing from Will Smith.
Exactly. Not since that man decided he was going to slap Chris Rock, and Chris Rock no-sold it like a man.
Yeah.
Slap right across the face. Now he's like, Will Smith done come up here and slap me. And then after that, he tore into Will Smith just a couple months later.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking
Imagine
mouth.
defending someone who openly cheats on you, brags about it, and you're over here slapping a man because you want to defend her
Dude,
now
he
after she's
is-
done all that to you.
Man, he ruined his career.
Oh, he did.
Well, she ruined his career.
She did. And he didn't see it until late.
No. And then his kids are, like, just stupid.
Yeah. I
Fucking
didn't like
stupid.
Willow. I didn't like Jaden.
Yeah,
either.
Jaden, he's a weirdo now. And he was in The Karate Kid, but it was...
It was the
the
worst
remake.
version of the Karate Kid because
Yeah.
I prefer the original Karate Kid series.
Yeah.
And we got a new movie coming out.
Yeah.
It takes place.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'll tell you what it takes place after Cobra Kai about. I think they said 6 years, 3 years. It's after that, and I think
I just love Cobra Kai, and I love the character so much
I do too.
that it's just stupid. Why?
I want to see Robbie come to the movies. I want to see Miguel come to the movies.
I want to see him in the movie.
Yeah.
You think they'll
I
be
mean,
in it?
what's the point?
It does say it is Cobra Kai Legends, right?
Karate Kid Legends.
Karate Kid Legends. They are Karate Kid Legends at this point, right?
Exactly. So why the fuck is Jackie Chan in there?
Dude, do you think?
'Cause-
I don't know. Yeah. Are they gonna have like a new villain? Are they just not gonna have Silver, Kreese, nobody?
They gotta bring back Silver somehow.
Well, I mean, I think they're definitely gonna end all their storylines with the end of Cobra Kai. It comes out in February, actually.
Yep, I can't
February.
wait. I'm just happy that Robbie and Tori are going to end up together.
Yeah.
Because it was bullshit when they break them up because they've done it twice now.
Stupid.
And then they try to force this Sam and Miguel
I
thing on
have
us.
seen there are some leaks out though.
Oh, I try to avoid the leaks because
I do too, but sometimes they just scroll across the
Yeah.
screen. I'm not gonna say any. But
yeah, because
But the last time I heard leaks,
Yeah.
it didn't line up.
Exactly.
Because they said Hawk was gonna die.
and guess who died? It was Quan.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna kill Miguel off in the.
I thought so
second
too
one, though,
because
when
that guy was whooping his ass. People want to talk about they want to see Miguel whoop that guy's ass. That guy was destroying him.
when he got kicked off the balcony or whatever, fell down the stairwell. I think that's season 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but think about it. Miguel was getting his ass whooped during season 6.
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy was just whooping on his ass. That
The
was
Russian guy is he? He's like Russian. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah. He's not Russian, but he's part of the Dragons team,
Yeah,
the Iron Dragons.
Yeah, the Iron Dragons.
And,
that's
and
what they are.
everyone's
Yeah.
like, I want to see Miguel whoop this guy's ass. Well, we saw what happened.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Miguel was getting mollywopped the entire time that they were fighting.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen in that tournament.
At least Robbie was doing something against them because when Robbie was defending, he was on point, and the guy was like had to grab his arms like, "Are you gonna fight or are you gonna fight?" And then threw his ass into Cobra Kai, who, as we know, Quan elbows him.
Yeah.
I think that Robbie could take him because Miguel, he tried. Miguel basically was trying his best, and all we saw, last we saw, that he had Miguel held up by this shirt,
Yeah.
and when he saw Sam get kicked, he's like, ugh, chose him like a little newborn baby. My God. I don't know how I feel about Miguel because some parts he'll act like he's a badass.
Sometimes
then-
he's not. He got
Exactly.
beat up.
Now, on the other hand, Robbie has the balance of Miyagi-Do.
I don't know. I like Miguel more than Robbie.
I can understand that, but
I like Hawk more than Robbie. Honestly.
But you pay attention to Robbie's character. His character has the balance of Miyagi-Do and the rage of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
If you watch the fight with Quan, those two come together.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he hears that he's been played like a dumbass, his eyes never leave Quan, even when he gets tagged in by Miguel. Because unlike Hawk and them, Robbie's the son of Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
remember.
forget about that sometimes. That
And-
he's his son.
And Johnny Lawrence, his son, has been treated like dirt by the writers.
Yeah.
A lot of times. That's why I can never dislike Robbie over everything. Because Hawk, remember, Hawk starts out like a villain. And what made me sour on Hawk was when this motherfucker suddenly becomes friends. When he let fucking Dimitri put him through a fucking trophy case.
That was the stupidest. I thought that was the worst mistake in the show's history.
Exactly.
So stupid.
Because Dimitri, they can't convince me that Dimitri,
That's
on
what
that short
I'm saying.
time, somehow,
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
Like he could actually beat Hawk. And
Exactly.
Didn't they make Hawk like kind of scared of him?
Yeah,
Or something.
for
Yeah.
a while. And I was like, how the fuck is Hawk gonna, the kid that was whooping on these motherfuckers' ass, suddenly scared of Dimitri, the most nerdiest character that barely did a damn thing in season 2. And now because he put him through a trophy case, now you're gonna be scared of him? And then for whole season 3, it's all about Hawk finding himself. And I'm thinking, well, he better find himself some fucking soon because if they have a tournament, it's over with. And people try to shit on Robbie, but Robbie and Hawk were matching each other during season 4's tournament.
Yeah.
Also, when he whooped Kenny's ass, people got to understand, Robbie had to take a lot of shit.
Kenny's a bad motherfucker.
Oh,
too.
he
I
is.
like Kenny.
Hey.
Lapusso. That
Damn straight.
God, we fucking.
That's right. And also, you know what? Fuck Hawk and Dimitri, because all season 6, when Kenny was finally inside the tournament, what did they do? They tried to say Kenny was there as Terry Silver's spy.
Yeah.
They could have fucked that whole thing up by having people turn against Kenny.
And then Hawk got actually had a run-in with Kenny earlier in the show. Where he when he was younger, was in the bathroom and seen his Cobra Kai hoodie and was like, "Take it off!" All right, fucking was about to beat him up. He was just a little kid.
Exactly. And now look at him, Kenny mollywopped. Mollywopped that team when he got tagged in.
Yeah,
Not only did he whoop the guy's ass, but then he rode and he did a fucking uppercut.
He hit the silver bullet on him too to qualify.
Yeah.
For the thing, yeah.
Yeah. And now Quan's dead. But you know what? It's Quan's fault because Quan was full of anger. As soon as he saw that knife, because he was pissed off that he could not beat this Iron Giant son of a bitch. Yeah. So he grabs the knife. To him, he thinks, all right, after this move, I'm going to stab this motherfucker. Well, what we saw was Quan made one critical error. Instead of paying attention, he decides, I'm going to try and kick this motherfucker before I stab him. And what did the guy do? The guy's defense kicked in. Kicks his leg. Quan, like an idiot, his arm's already going down this way because he's got the knife. And on instinct, your hand's going to be moving.
Yeah.
And he stabs himself. He died, and guess what? Guess who's going to feel the effects of it? Axel. Yeah. Because Axel's going to believe that it's his fault.
Yeah.
So I could see that coming into play for season 6 final episodes.
Don't bring a knife to a karate fight.
Yeah, especially. All because you were getting your ass beat by this guy.
Yeah.
This guy was literally outmatching Quan at every step of the way. And what did Quan do? He gets hit into that camera, and the first thing he thinks is,
who you think's beating that guy? Because they're definitely going to have. I think it's going to be Miguel. They're definitely going to have somebody beat him. You know what I mean?
I think it could be Robbie.
It could be Robbie.
Because think about it. Because he's got that anger of the Lawrence. And Johnny Lawrence, he's proven more often than not, if he's outmatched by someone that's bigger and stronger than him, he's going to come back. Because look what happened in season 5's final episodes. He was whooping on those guys that's supposed to be a top dog sensei's asses as soon as he saw Carmen's baby photo. And he kicked into high gear. Same thing happens when Robbie's mad. That balance of both Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai comes into play. And if you think about it, we saw Miguel, he's getting his ass whooped. That actually surprised me.
Yeah.
Like he tells him, try to shit on me, and next thing you know, gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he got fucked up, dude. He
got
wrecked, man.
So the only way I can see Axel losing is if Axel lets what happened to Quan affect his mental state.
Yeah.
Because that's his first time seeing a man dead. That's also the first time that the other kids seen someone dead. And also, you knew that Terry Silver and Kreese were affected by it because they had flashbacks to the Vietnam time. When they heard his scream, they were staring like they had experienced a flashback. So now I'm thinking Axel's going to be thrown off his game. Him and Robbie's going to resume because remember, we're still on their fight.
It's going to be sad. It's ending.
Yeah, because it's been a hell of a show.
Yeah.
We've seen these kids grow. When Robbie first appeared to the show, I didn't know what to think about him.
I want to smack the shit out of him.
Yeah, but because they made him whiny for some reason.
Yeah.
They didn't make him like Johnny.
He was like a cranny. He was like I don't know. He was just a little bitch.
Yeah, because they wrote him that way, and it was different from Johnny.
He was basically like Daniel 2.0.
Yeah, and then as season 2 rolled around, he was different from Daniel. We started seeing more of that Johnny Lawrence inside him, and then you see. My thing is, why the fuck did Miguel think that while he's got a man-sized armbar, the son he let him go and say, I'm sorry. Did he think that the fight was going to stop after that?
I don't know why. Yeah, he hesitated.
And if you think about it, he started that fight because Robbie wasn't doing anything. Next thing you know, Miguel comes in with a kick. Robbie ended up fighting him. Robbie's he's got the Lawrence temper. So just because you say, I'm sorry, it's not going to stop.
Yeah, but we're forgetting Miguel's Cobra Kai.
That's true, too. But then, Miguel.
He don't got that temper like Robbie. He sort of showed it in the first season.
Yeah.
But not really. Like at the end, but he wasn't on Robbie's level.
Exactly.
And then Robbie went to jail too.
Yeah. I think that's what also helped shape Robbie's character, because he went to jail, and then we see him get into a fight with those guys, and you start seeing what you didn't see before.
Yeah.
Because, hell, remember, he whooped the entire Cobra Kai's asses.
Yeah.
He brought the Miyagi-Do style over there, and he mollywopped them and Tori.
The one thing I don't understand is how has the police not got Kreese yet? Because he's still on the run.
Exactly. I think I know why. Because Kreese has been laying low. And when you're laying low, the police are stupid.
Yeah, but if you're at the most, they said it was going to be broadcast on TV, right?
Yeah.
Show, yeah. Yeah, I mean.
If he was shown on camera, that is. Was he? Well, he probably was there at the end.
Well, I mean, yeah, just coaching.
Yeah, but the cops would have saw that, and they would be like, "That's that motherfucker that escaped us."
There'd be police and security there too. Well,
exactly.
They probably. I mean, they're in. Where were they at for it?
They were at. I think they were at the Secatecai. Yeah, Barcelona.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were at the Secatecai. So it'd be hard for police to do anything.
Yeah, there, because they wouldn't know, but. Yeah.
Exactly. And my favorite parts of that fight is that you see Tori was whooping on that girl's ass. That girl only whooped Tori's ass because other Iron Dragons.
I don't like, what's her name? Devin. Never liked her.
Me either, because
she's whining.
Yeah. And she's only there because
she's only there because Johnny.
Yeah, because Johnny, he treats her like a daughter. Hate to say it, but his fatherly instincts kick in every time she cries or whines about something, and he's babying her. And
I don't know why, because man.
I try to like her. I mean, I thought that it was cool with her and Kenny at the end there, though, when they were tag teaming.
Yeah.
But for all that, it's like all she does is cry.
Yeah.
And Johnny has to step in and try and pep talk and help her out. Like you would think that she would have gotten and understood when they were first meeting each other, when they first met each other for the fifth season, whatever it was.
Whatever the fuck it was.
It's like she always whines, even before she joined Cobra Kai, even before she joined Johnny's side. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And then Kenny, I mean, they had it right to have him say, I thought that was pretty cool that you targeted me because you saw me at Strait. But if I was Kenny, I'd be like, bitch, you had me hating on someone that I already hated on for the first time that I met, and now you had me almost break the rules.
Had me shit all over myself.
Exactly.
Too, yeah.
And then that guy almost shit on said, what's up, Donnie Green?
Donnie Green, what up?
That's the man. But that's the truth.
Man, we're just if you're just now tuning in, this is we kind of got off topic. We're talking about Cobra Kai, but it's the 2024 recap of the Nice Guy Andy podcast.
Sure is. But, it's the truth,
and
though.
Donnie Green was shout out to Donnie Green.
That's
and like
right.
I said earlier, shout out to the Green family for they made in MWA month in a way.
Yes, they did.
Their podcast was really good. With the any of the podcasts they did.
Exactly. Oh, but Mama still don't want them anywhere near her where she comes on.
Yeah, no. Who'd she say she didn't want on?
Donnie Green.
Oh yeah, she said. So I asked Mama Steele who her least favorite Green member was, and she said that Donnie Green.
Man, she said that Donnie Green was annoying as hell.
Look, I know he's about to say something.
Exactly. But that was a great show, a great month. 2 months, actually. July and August. We had Dirty Chris Hayes, Playboy Scott Hayes, his brother, The Patriot. We even had guys that we weren't expecting to have on. Yeah. It was a hell of a month. And then a hell of a year, too, because it was Donnie Green that inspired us on what to do for the matches build-up. The whole my gimmick being stolen was Donnie Green's suggestion.
Was that? Did we did that?
Hey, look what he's talking about.
Yo, I'm sitting here with my dude, Red Dick.
Hell yeah, Donnie Green. But yeah, it was a hell of a year. Last year was the beginning, and I'm glad that I watched the rest of Cobra Kai Season 6. Yeah. I hope that Part 3 ends on a bang.
We need to get Donnie Green back in here.
Me too.
Donnie Green, who would you like to be on a podcast with? We can have you with a guest, or we can have you by yourself. It don't matter.
That's
but
right.
If there's anybody you would want to be on the podcast with you, let us know.
Exactly. Because I'm telling you,
if you're down,
2025 is going to be a big year.
Big year. We got some big things planned. We're in the works right now on booking a really big band in Lexington.
And they want to come onto your show, Bmoney.
They won't come onto the show. They're welcome. You know.
He said next week, whoever.
Next week? You down for next week?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Hell yeah. Oh, look at that.
About time you come out. Look at this guy, Braxton Hunley.
It's
How's
Tuffy
it
Jr.
going, brother?
Tuffy Jr.
This is the first podcast Bmoney has been on for 2025.
Yep.
You know, with all the stupid shit that we've been dealing with the snow and the fucking weather, man. I ain't got to get in here. It's been rough, but we're back. Episode 7.
He said they's good with that, Bmoney. So we'll have 2 shows next week. We'll have Chris Blade Wednesday, and then Donnie Green for Bmoney Straight Shooting episode 8. Yeah. Because
Braxton Hunley, we was talking with Bobby Green earlier, and he was asking me about my debut. But I want to know where you're at.
Exactly. Where you at, Tuffy Jr.?
Where you at in this training? Where is the debut sooner? Is it going to be later?
You know what? I'm thinking that when Tuffy Jr. does enter the Kentucky wrestling scene, I don't think that they're ready. Because they're not just going to be getting old school.
You felt his chop, right?
Exactly. I don't think they're ready to feel that chop. I think that a bunch of them are going to be crying when they get chopped by him that first time.
Who was the worst? What was the best chop out of? Did you take 3?
Yeah, I took 3.
Who was the third one?
Tuffy. Yeah, Tuffy was the third one. I'd have to say that Tuffy and Tuffy Jr. are on par with their chops.
On par with the chops?
Yep, more brutal than Austin Diamond's
Now,
chop.
Here's another thing. Tuffy said he never remembered giving Sean a chop the first time.
That's true. So maybe we got to have Tuffy give Sean a chop next time.
I'm not taking a fucking chop. I'm just going to go
Come
on record.
Brother.
I'm going on record and say I ain't taking no chop.
I bet that your chest can handle it.
Hell no. Hell no.
With your muscle memory, I bet your chest can handle a chop.
I'll catch it with my fucking pecs, dude. I'll catch your fucking, rip your fucking pinky off.
Trust me.
Goddamn. Ugh.
Hey, trust me, a chop shows what a man you are if you can handle it.
Well, there's a difference. So when you're in the ring,
Donnie Green said, "Fuck some chops."
That's what I'm saying. Fuck him chops. Who created them? So that's like who created.
I'll tell you who created them. A lot of wrestlers, including Ric Flair, and his old knife edge chop.
Yeah.
And now there's overhead chops, and there's other versions of the chop. Hell, there's also Tuffy's double hand chop.
Yeah. Oh, double hand chop. That'd be fucking. Oh, who you think? Big Show has a pretty bad one.
Yeah, Big Show's.
Donnie, what's the worst chop you ever received?
Tuffy Jr. said there was someone that is supposed to be there when I come back because they are supposed to get one from me. There's someone that is supposed to be there when I come back because they are supposed to get one from me.
Come back on the podcast? What do you mean?
Will it be his brother, or does he mean Sean again? Maybe Sean will get another handprint, which he's still dealing with, by the way, because it's still scabs. He's got some sensitive skin, brother.
Damn, still scabs?
I didn't realize it.
He got sensitive skin. He needs to get with Diddy then. He needs to get with Diddy.
Yeah, he needs that baby oil
Diddy,
for sure.
Diddy will moisturize Sean Jones.
For sure, because if he's still dealing with a handprint that's scabbed over, his skin must be very, very sensitive.
Yeah.
But that was a hell of a night, too. I still consider that the best night of 2024. Because it was live.
And it was the first. Was it the first? Oh, all right. Donnie answered my question. Steve Marino chopped me once and busted my chest open. First chop of the match.
Oh damn!
Gosh,
That's like when they asked Gunther, because they asked Gunther who was the hardest chop that he's ever gotten from. You know who he answered about?
who?
Penta.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
He said on the first chop that Penta ever gave him, it busted his chest wide open.
Damn.
And that's high praise.
Yeah.
Because Gunther's a chopper, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would have liked to have seen Tuffy and Gunther go chop for chop.
Go chop for chop.
Because like they say, Tuffy was the man that gave the chops.
See, that's what we need is we need you know how UFC has slap fight?
Yep.
We need WWE to make a chop fight. Or
Yeah,
some shit.
a chop fight. So we see who's got the best shot. The last one standing would have the best chop.
Can you imagine if Andre did it?
Oh my God,
dude.
Andre with the big hands.
Dude.
No, baby!
No, baby. Oh.
That's right. And the one that wore the baby hole was Macho Man Randy Savage. And he did not like that motherfucker one bit. We all love Macho Man. But Andre did not.
Did not.
Because Macho Man liked to wear that baby oil.
No.
I guess those Diddy parties stretched back as 1980s.
Yeah.
Damn, Diddy was doing all that.
Doing all of it.
Oh, he said Tuffy chops wasn't bad, but he did a double chop that was the one that sucked. Oh, shit.
So, yeah, fucking double chop would be terrible.
Yes, because you got two hands doing
Or
it.
you ever been smacked in the back really hard? That sucks, too.
Yes.
That sucks.
And there are guys that do chops to the back of your neck, too.
Man, rest in peace, Ellie John, but he was one of my wrestling coaches. He was African. He at the time he was training MMA, and so he's like big, just jacked. Like I think he fought at like 180, but he walked around at like 220 or something, just jacked. And it was right before my first city championship match. Dude, he goes, "Good luck." Takes both hands and just fucking bow.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
my whole body just fucking was like, ugh. And then I had to go out there and wrestle right after that with his fucking big handprints on my back after he did that.
Yep.
It hurt so bad.
The double chops are no
It
joke.
caught me off guard, too. I didn't know he was going to do it, and he just fucking, bam. It felt like wrung my whole body.
Yeah. The double chop is definitely not something that is pretty.
Yeah.
And not a lot of guys do the double chops, but when they do, it hurts like a shotgun blast.
Yeah. Oh, who was it that I seen? I seen Larry D one time. Dude, he chopped Bishop Blake, and shout out Bishop Blake.
That's right.
He had the sell of the year. It was the greatest sold chop I've ever seen. Or Larry fucking killed him and broke his chest into 1,000,000 pieces. Because, golly.
Exactly, because Larry D's got a chop.
He got them hands. Boy.
Another one that can chop good, Cash Flow.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to him because he was part of Tulsa King Season 2 as Bigfoot.
I seen that, yeah.
And he has a mean chop. He also has a mean double chop.
We got to get Sean. Next time you go to OVW, get chopped by Cash Flow.
Yeah, because we got to find out, did Tuffy Jr. chop harder or did Cash Flow chop harder?
Yeah. We need to rank it. We need to start ranking the chops. We need more and more chops.
Brian Beach chopped him once in the back, but he paid for that. That's right.
Did you give him a receipt? I want to know about this receipt.
Yeah, because he's going to need a receipt for doing that chop to the back. Because those suck. Those are worse than
you
chest.
probably don't see them coming unless somebody calls them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless somebody calls that oh fuck, I'd be, because like you know when something like happens and it like kind of hurts and it's unexpected and you just get pissed off, like really, like I feel like that would just
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, he wants to be on with cash flow. If we can get him on, we will, Tuffy Jr. Because cash flow is definitely one of those guys that they say has a tough chop.
Mine ain't. He said, let's find out. Get us both on there. Chop for chop.
That's right.
Man, that'd be insane.
That would be insane.
I feel like cash flow's hand would be.
Oh,
like,
that. He said, yeah, it was a no-sell return. Nice. Because those back chops suck compared to a chest chop. Especially if they don't call it.
Yeah.
And they just chop you to the back.
Did he call it or just fucking straight up? Bam.
Because there are people that will do that. The back chop without calling it. You don't get time to know that's coming. And those suck worse than a chest chop. Because your back ain't as like this one. Your back fucking has the worst placement to have. You got your spinal cord. That gets broken from a chop. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Or if you get bruised up back there, you're gonna have to wait for weeks for it to heal up.
Yeah, we had a lot of good podcasts with Donna Green this year too.
Yeah, we did.
I think not the first one we did, but the first one I was back on, I think 2024 was it was me, him, and Chance and y'all, and we was doing Money in, I think it was it Money in the Bank or WrestleMania prediction?
Yep,
I think it was WrestleMania prediction actually.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was a really good podcast. And after that is when I started being a regular.
I'll even trade with Victor Bruiser. I'll take him off from the best.
Hell no.
Teaches me how to deliver and make my chops. That's right, Tuffy Jr.
He said Victor Bruiser. No.
Hey, Victor Bruiser is good at chopping. He's also a soft-spoken man, because when he came inside here, when we had him on the show, at first we didn't know what to think, because he was soft-spoken. But then as the show started, he opened up quickly.
I think he could. I think if Victor Bruiser.
He said, take your ass to bed.
Take your ass to bed, ho.
But I think that the chops to the back is worse than the chops to the front.
I think I'd rather skydive than take a chop from Victor Bruiser.
Yeah.
Bruiser, honestly, I'd rather skydive.
Also, skydive compared to being chopped by cash flow.
Yeah.
Because they say that he has some powerful chops. Louder than that. But that's because Cash Flow's been doing this since he was for IWA, Mid-South. He didn't always start out as Cash Flow that we know now. He got to start in the IWA Mid-South, which, as you know, also featured death matches and all that, before finally making his way to OVW. And he's only gotten better with age.
Yeah.
That's saying something. Good chopper, good promorist. He's also held the LBW World Championship several times now, which is definitely a must. I think that if anyone wants to get into the wrestling business,
man, we had Bobby on here earlier. Oh wait, who your favorite wrestler is? His is the Undertaker and Rowan.
Mine is the Undertaker and Gold Dust.
Mine, it'd probably be number one's Cody, Sean.
Good choice.
Cody, Sean, and Austin.
Good choice.
Top three.
Exactly. And Cody's just gotten better with age too.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he first came to wrestling, he wasn't wearing no boots. Well, he wore boots, but he wasn't wearing no knee pads or elbow pads. Now look at him. He don't have to wear no knee pads now. He's wearing pants.
He
tights.
was in a, he used to just be mid-carder.
Yeah.
Look at him now. It's crazy. And I was a fan of him when he was a mid-carder. I think
he's the reason.
I started to like him because he was Dusty Rhodes' son, and he was in Legacy. And then my cousin loved Randy Orton, and so I was like, well, I like Cody Rhodes now. That's my guy.
Yeah.
And ever since about 2009.
And you know what? 2019, when he was in AEW, he's the reason why AEW was so good.
Yeah.
Because
that first match
had
he had with Dustin, or the only match, but yeah, that match was great.
Exactly. And when he was there, AEW made sense. It didn't have no bullshit. But then 2022, he left, joins WWE. Guess what happens to AEW? Bullshit.
Donnie Green, who's your favorite wrestler? I've never asked him that.
Yeah, Donnie Green. Who is your
I think
favorite
I've asked
wrestler?
him his inspirations, but I've never asked him who his favorite wrestlers are.
Because there's been a hell of a lot of great wrestlers that's come and gone. From the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 40s. I mean, when wrestling first started, it started out as a legit thing.
Yeah,
and you had the carnival guys. You know, that's where it started. With the chalk, that's where Mark started. And it's just gotten even better.
Ric Flair, Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson's another one of my favorites. He would be my third. I actually did an impression of Arn Anderson. It's damn good. I did for Kara, our fan.
yeah.
It was damn good because I cut the promo the one day he did WCW at the NWA at first form that they attacked the Four Horsemen. He comes out and the Four Horsemen are just beating the hell out of the guys that's supposed to be WCW guys behind him. He's cutting his promo. He's saying this and that, and he's talking about we live and breathe WCW. And he says, when you send one of our guys to the hospital, we send two of theirs to the morgue. That was a hell of an ending to a promo. I cut that promo for her. Nice. Word for word.
Nice.
It was a great, great time because Arn Anderson is the man. The spine buster.
It took me a couple times to get the lines on the Kevin Nash. But
hey, you did great.
I did it.
Yep.
It was good. How many takes did we do? We only did a couple, though.
About 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was only 3 or 4.
And it was good because you got the...
Are you kidding me, dude?
I think I can.
I literally. So when I borrowed Andy's vest for that, it's been in my car. It was in my car forever. Well, I sold my car and I took everything out, and dude, I put this jacket on my couch. It's out the way of my house, so I wouldn't forget it. You know what I did?
Yeah,
I forgot it.
Oh shit!
Forgot it again.
Oh
it's
man,
been like how many months, dude?
It's been a few. Because that is Andy's biker jacket from where he was a biker. For a motorcycle club.
He was in Hell's Angels.
Yep.
That was Hell's Angel?
That was his truth.
Oh, yeah.
He used to kill people.
Oh, here we go. Let's see.
Your mom wanted to burn my house down.
That's a true story. That's a true story.
Exactly.
Yeah, my mom said that she was going to burn Donnie's house down with him and his family in it.
Exactly.
Those are words quoted from my mom.
Exactly. Because we'll have to hear that story next week when he comes on.
When he comes on.
In full detail. Because it's only told good when Donnie Green's the one telling it.
Donnie Green is one of the best storytellers in the world. In the world. I love hearing these guys come in here and tell stories. Me too, because everybody that we had in for really any older generation guy that we have come in here, they always are great storytellers.
Exactly, because the best stories are off in the road travels, not inside the ring. It's when they're together traveling the roads.
Man, come to think of it, Donnie, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about how my mom...
Good choices, Tony Tuffy Jr. Sorry for cutting you off.
Bruno Sammartino.
Hey, guess what? I'm distantly related to Bruno Sammartino.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, you are Bruno. You're reincarnated.
Yeah, that's right. And my family used to put up the rings for him. What?
What year did he die?
He died...
I think
about 5 years back is when he died.
See, and when were you born?
1989.
You could be I don't know. Could be reincarnated. He wasn't dead back then, but who knows?
That's right.
Time traveling, I don't know, Johnny.
Exactly.
You're SuperFly.
I mean, it can happen. I'm the podcast god.
You're the podcast god.
I can make things happen that no one ever sees coming. But
yeah. Oh, yeah. Back to what I was saying. I don't understand how you're still friends with my dad after. It sounds like he put you through a lot of shit. So first, my mom tells you he's gonna burn down your house. He breaks your leg, man.
yeah, he broke his leg to stop him to stop Donnie Green from having the title. Like Donnie Green said, we had this agreement, and he broke my leg to make sure that.
Man, that was like a mafia move almost.
He was basically taking Donnie Green out of the equation so that he could hold the title for long.
Hold the title for longer.
That's exactly what happened because Barry's like, I ain't letting this son of a bitch have no title reign. I'm gonna hold this title and break your record.
And look at that. Dad, when in the winter, he just does fine. But Donnie in this cold weather, I bet his leg starts to feel that pain.
I bet so too.
So long ago, because once you break something, it's never the same. So I bet so that's another thing. He gave him lifelong troubles.
Exactly, lifelong trauma. Damn, all because he wanted to break a record.
Win business.
He saw Donnie Green was going to be champion. He's like, I ain't having that happen. I'm gonna hold this title for longer. So Donnie, your leg's got to go. He broke it. It's on purpose. Of course, to him, he says that was an accident. But, with Barry, can't trust his word.
Yeah.
Because Barry's usually hibernating at this time. I ain't heard nothing from him because he's sleeping. He's getting ready for the summertime. That's why he's sleeping. He's got his fur all tucked in. He's got his beard all trimmed up. Head shiny. He's waiting for that next big break. Just so he can remind Donnie Green that he broke his leg.
Yeah.
And then lied and say that it was an accident.
Yeah. That's uncalled for.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Facts are facts. That's right, Donnie Green. Facts are facts. He did break your leg.
Did that story sound accurate?
Which story?
Donnie Green, if you want to, you can call in.
That's right.
We only got, that motherfucker, dude,
That's right. That's right, Donnie Green.
Hey, I can guarantee you right now, he is asleep he's either asleep or he's cuddling them little kittens. He's cuddling them little kittens,
Oh, my
man.
God. I could just imagine.
Licking their heads, kissing them. Oh,
I could just imagine this guy that's supposed to be this giant of a man that does the hibernator sleeping with kitties that are cute and cuddly and just kissing their head. Oh, dude, these kitties so good. Hibernation.
Hibernate, dude. Yeah, he's in hibernation mode now. I think it's good though that he's in hibernation mode.
That's right. It'll recharge his batteries.
Well, yeah.
Then again, he is old as fuck.
His birthday is actually tomorrow.
Oh.
Hold on, wait, what's today?
Today
No,
is.
his birthday is. Shit. In 2 days. 2 days.
Ah.
January
Happy early
8th.
birthday, Sleeping Bear.
It's January 18th, right? Am I
Yep.
wrong, Donnie? Donnie might know.
Oh, my God. You don't know your dad's birthday?
I'm pretty sure it's the 18th. Is it the 18th?
I'll tell you.
Please tell me it's the
tell you.
18th.
He might put the screws to bear soon.
He might put boots to my ass.
He wanted to be the longest reigning champion of all time and didn't want to drop the title. That's true.
He thinks
That's true.
He thought he was Hulk Hogan back then.
Yeah.
Or something.
He thought that he was going to break a record and be the longest reigning NWA champion. And when he heard that Donnie Green was going to be champion, he's like, nope, that don't work for me, brother. And he broke his leg on purpose so he could retain the title and keep it. Man, and they're supposed to be best friends.
Donnie Green, I want to know what you and Redrick think of Raw coming to Netflix. Have y'all been watching?
It's been a hell of a time since they came on.
I think, yeah, we've talked
The
about
drone
it a couple
shots,
times,
the
but yeah.
presentation.
I love the drone shots. Yeah, you just brought that up. That is,
And
I think that's really cool.
And they've had some hellacious matches since it started.
One of my favorite cameras though is the POV from the turnbuckle. That's one of my favorites.
That's my favorite too.
When it's on the turnbuckle and they come close, I like that.
Did you see the one from last Monday where they were doing a street fight, and they had the camera where it was shown as they're going off to the table, Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a shot.
Yeah. And then, like, they'll do the, here we go.
You get a chop, Bmoney, if you get his birthday wrong.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Bmoney's percolating, trying to make sure that he knows his dad's birthday. He's looking. He's trying to confirm it. He's like, oh, hell no, I ain't getting no chop.
No.
He's calling him.
Chelsea. All right. Dad's birthday is January 18th. Am I correct? I'm correct. Hold on. Say that. Ray the Bear Steele's birthday is January 18th. Is that correct? Boom.
Hey, you're safe from a chop.
Yeah, I was going to have to take a chop if I got his birthday wrong.
Ah.
Because I was pretty sure.
He said those.
I was pretty sure his birthday was January 18th. But you are throwing him something tomorrow. I don't know if that's supposed to be.
Hell yeah, Donnie Green, it has been.
Does he know about it? Okay. I was just, all right. Well, I'll let you off here. All right.
You got lucky, B. You got lucky. You remembered.
Yep.
I think Tuppy Jr. was rubbing his head scared like, I'm going to chop this man.
I remember, yeah.
Hey, he's geared up for it. He's like, I'm going to chop you. But you found out the answer and you're like, well, actually, he said no cheating.
What did you think about? Yeah, I didn't cheat. You seen me? Did I look at anything? Was I looking at a phone?
Not
Johnny
really.
Was here.
Exactly, you wasn't. You didn't call nobody. I didn't hear nobody. There's no female voice on that. It's just Siri trying to tell him the time of the day.
I wanna know if you've seen the Penta Gable match, Donnie and Redrick. I'm saying the name correct, right?
It should be.
Should be.
Redrick. But, I think that's been a hell of a time on Netflix since they started. It feels like it's like we're inside an era where professional wrestling is once again hitting a golden peak. And it couldn't have come at a better time because now this man's gone from it. Tony Khan's being a shill, but stop doing my drugs and stop snorting the coke. Tony, for the love of God, choose someone to do booking better than you. But he won't because AEW's his playground. His action figures. So we ain't never going to see anything good from it.
Man, that was an intense moment on the podcast. I thought I was going to have to take a chop there.
I thought so too, man. I saw you sweating beads.
I was sweating.
I saw the sweat right down your head.
That heater's working, though. That heater is fucking working, though.
Yes, it is, because it's keeping the podcast studio nice and warm.
It was a little cool in the studio when we came in, so we had to throw the heater on.
That's right.
It's comfort in the studio.
But you know what? I think that when you saw that you were going to have to take a chop, the sweat started going down your head, and you're like, "Oh God!" I thought he was going to say take a chop from Dad. Oh shit!
I don't know how Dad. I don't know if he can. I don't know how he's kind of old and decrepit now. I don't know if his chops would be as good as back then.
Hell yeah, it was Tuffy Jr. When he sold that Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, dude,
he sold it like he died.
I don't know how he sold that, but dude, it was beautiful. It was the best ever sale of the Canadian Destroyer by far.
Exactly.
It was so good. I don't know what the fuck he did. He like bounced his head, hit his head or something.
Yeah, he did. He bounced his head and then he went limp. The Willie sell the effect.
At first, I thought he was hurt. Because if you look, he does hit his head a little bit.
Yeah. But my favorite part about it is that people are talking shit about it, but what they don't understand is that Chad Gable didn't kick out immediately. Yeah, Chad Gable didn't get back up immediately. What he did was he only kicked out by a slim chance because Penta, who was exhausted, took his time to cover him. 1, 2, kick out. He didn't kick out 100 times to get up.
A thing I seen though, I don't know, but I thought they banned the slap in the leg for the super kick, but I thought I seen Penta do it.
Yeah, that was Vince McMahon that banned that.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon don't know shit.
So I guess it's unbanned now.
The thigh slap is a staple of wrestling. Damn it, you can't ban it.
Shout
to Jack Vaughn.
If you can if you can pull off a thigh slap.
No one's gonna do it like Shawn Michaels though.
No.
Let's be real, because when Shawn Michaels hits the sweet chin music,
If you can,
barely see it.
If you can pull off a leg slap, it's perfect. But if you fucking suck at it, don't do it.
Exactly, because there
Don't
are
fucking
several.
do it. It's stupid looking.
The thing that I love about WWE now is that they brought Penta in.
Yeah.
Before, Vince McMahon would have looked at Penta and been like, "Huh, I ain't bringing him in."
Yeah.
Because it's Triple H. Triple H saw money. Triple H realized, if I can get this guy here in WWE, not only can I book him better, but I can make sure that the fans invest in this man like he's something special. Because, think about this. In AEW, Pentagon Jr. didn't matter.
Yeah. No.
Sure, he was tag team champion.
But
did he ever reach any other peaks?
Their match, I think they did a match, and I'm not a big fan of the Young Bucks, but they did a steel cage match with the Young Bucks. That's phenomenal. Great match.
And then after that, it was nothing. Actually, their best one was when they took on Jack Perry and Luchasaurus.
Oh, yeah.
That was a hell.
Ray Phoenix actually, shattered his ankle, though, after that. Well, I think both of them got hurt, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
And it's true. The Rock does slap his thigh every time he throws punches.
What's your thoughts on slapping the thigh?
As long as it's done correctly and you don't see it usually, it can work. The best example is Shawn Michaels. When he hit the sweet chin music, you never saw it because he'd have one hand hidden behind the thigh. And as the kick hits, his slap would be unnoticeable.
Let's watch a super kick actually right now from
That's
Shawn
right.
Michaels.
Show it, brother.
Or let's watch a super kick compilation or some shit.
Yeah, because let me tell you, Shawn Michaels had the best super kick.
I think if you can hide it, then it's good. It's fine. It works. It makes a good sound. It's good for the crowd. But if you don't, it is the stupidest fucking thing.
Oh, it is, because watch this best super kick that ever exist. Thanks to Shelton Benjamin. This was a springboard. Watch this. Pay attention.
Yeah, he does. Bam.
You see, you didn't notice they slapped his thigh. Because when HBK does it, it's so unnoticeable because he's moving at the same time as his kick. Right there was the very first super kick sweet chin music ever hit.
Oh, wait.
That's inside this video. See, you barely noticed it. Now watch this. They're going to have other super kicks also. Because the sweet chin music was a special move. Oh, guess what? This is Ricky Starks. I know.
Oh, yeah.
This is Sean Spears.
Ty Dillinger.
Yep. Watch, he's about to get super kick.
Saying.
See,
Ricky
once
Starks
again,
was a security guard or something
Yep.
that got beat up.
he was. But if you notice, you're not seeing the thigh slap.
Yeah.
You know why? Because when he does the super kick,
Ricky Starks, he was the guy who Ryback punked in the
Yeah.
locker room. He smacked the fuck
but Ryback's a
out of him.
pussy, so
Yeah.
so that's not cool. Oh, watch this super
He
kick.
was doing that bully gimmick. It was kind of funny though.
A rip off.
Bam.
Yeah, see, you didn't even notice the thigh slap either. Because when he does the sweet chin music, he waits before he hits the thigh. Because he's make sure that he's timed it with his leg. And he also did it with the same leg every time. Every time he did his turn, same kick. Actually, there was no thigh slap there.
No,
and
there was.
There
There was.
Oh, there was, yeah.
He does it not a little bit more obvious, but not you still you think he just kind of you don't think he does it for sound.
Yeah,
You know
watch
what I mean?
this.
Look, he kind of just looks like he's throwing his hand. He's not really.
Yeah. Watch this. Let's see if we can pause it.
He
at the
lost
same
his
time.
smile. He lost his smile. Bam. Gosh, he clocked him with that one.
It's hard to pause it at the same instant.
I wonder if he connected with his chin.
Let's see.
Oh, too
Right
quick.
there. It's way too quick.
Well, Johnny, we've been on here for
Yep.
almost 2 hours.
Yep.
A minute away. Well,
guys,
2024, great year, great learning year.
it sure was.
I feel like we developed a team like the Avengers, man.
We have,
That's how
man.
we feel now. It's been slow recently. Sorry, we ain't been.
That's
in
only
here
that's
as
only
much.
because of the snow and all that.
Snow and all that. But
But next week is when we're gonna have some good shows. We're gonna have
next
Chris
week,
Blade Wednesday.
Donnie Green is in for next week.
Yep, Thursday.
Next Thursday.
That'll be Bmoney Straight Shooting number
Straight
8,
shoot number 8.
season 1.
Who knows? Ray the Bear might show up.
Yeah, he'll just try to break Donnie Green's leg again.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. That's what Bears always secretly try to do.
2024 was great. Again, thanks to everybody that came to the podcast. Thank you to all the viewers that watched the show. Couldn't do this without any of you.
Exactly.
So, thank you. And I'm going to let my co-host, Johnny Lee, take us out.
Guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been commenting, everyone that's been watching, everyone that's been watching our journey since we begun, since 2022 when we started to pick up steam and heat, and we finally did something right. I just want to say thank you to all the fans that we've earned along the way. And if you're not having fun,
You ain't getting none.
damn, Skippy. Yeet, yeet.
Nice Guy Andy Podcast.